In today's video, 3 tips for teenagers to put on muscle and to get stronger. Hey guys, what's going on? This is bodybuilder from ProPhysique.com, and I'm coming to you from my home gym, which I'm gonna start building out. So if you guys would like to see the process of building a home gym, let me know, because I just started cleaning the garage. I've got some old gym equipment, but I plan to get some new stuff. And if you guys like to see that, let me know. But today's video is around a question I got right here on my Instagram direct message. So guys, I used to be a skinny teenager. Here are some photos. I'm still a skinny guy, but overall, I have put on a lot of muscle over the last 30 years of resistance training, and these are the tips that I would give myself if I could go back 30 years and say, this is what you should focus on. Because I made a lot of mistakes over the years when it came to putting on muscle, to trying to lose body fat, to trying to fit that ideal image that I had. I had a lot of misconceptions around this process, and I want to give you the 3 most important things. So here's the question. My friend is a 13-year-old, and he just wants to know, hey, what are the most important things if I want to put on muscle and strength? So tip number 1, come with me to the kitchen real quick. So we're here in the kitchen, and I want to keep it simple. Make protein simple. Protein is the most difficult part of this journey, right? So I keep my protein powder right here. If I'm in a hurry and I don't have a lot to eat, I can just make myself a shake. However, I like to cook in bulk. So this is all protein, guys. So this is chicken, this is steak, this is more chicken, right? So if I need to come down here and have a meal, I got my protein ready to go. Now, obviously at 13 years old, you're probably gonna be relying on your parents, but if you let them know that, hey, I'd like to eat more protein, I don't think they're gonna have a problem. Find foods that are easy for you to cook, store, or have in a shake so that you can hit your protein goals. This is gonna take a huge step forward in you putting on muscle and getting stronger. All right, so what did I do there? You guys, it's all about nutrition, especially when you're young. The 2 most important factors are what you're eating and what you're doing. When it comes to nutrition, I just want you to focus on eating enough calories and eating enough protein. How much protein should you be getting a day? For a young teenager who's in a decent shape, if you're getting anywhere near a gram per pound of your body weight, so let's say you're 150 pounds, if you're getting between 130 to 170 grams of protein a day, that's wonderful. That's gonna have you in a position to be anabolic. Anabolic, or anabolism, is the ability to add tissue. That means at a young age, when you are still growing, okay? Don't forget that just because you're trying to add muscle, you're still growing in height. Your body is still evolving, right? So your metabolism is gonna be on fire. It can be tough to put on muscle when you're also growing and active, okay? And the younger we are, most of us are more active. And so I think this was my problem growing up. When I was trying to put on muscle, I was still playing baseball. I was still playing basketball. I was running around with my friends. Now, do I regret any of that? Hell no. When you're young, enjoy life. Enjoy the freedoms that you have, the lack of responsibilities that you have, the ability that you have to do what you need to do. But if you really love muscle building, the most important aspect for nutrition is going to come down to just actually hitting some protein goals. I didn't really understand that at a young age, not until later years that I started to study nutrition. So I would go back in time and say, hey, focus a little more on hitting your protein, okay? For me, hitting protein at a young age, you know, it could have been just more milk. It could have been just more things like protein from like chicken and lean meat sources. Now, protein powder is readily available as well, so you guys have lots of options. The next thing, come with me over here to the gym. All right, go. So for the training, I think one thing that we forget is that training can be very basic, okay? If you don't have a lot of weights at home, you can do something as simple as push-ups and sit-ups, okay? You can find a bar to do pull-ups. Now, if you can get a small collection of dumbbells, come on, I'll show you guys what I like to do. So for example, today we're just gonna do a simple chest and bicep superset. Now this was probably my staple in high school. Why? Because these are the muscles you see the most. So I'm just gonna do a quick superset here, guys. Do a set of flat chest presses, set of barbell curls. The real benefit of a superset like this is that these muscles, the chest muscles and the bicep muscles, do not act at the same time. So I can actually do a set between my set and I'm not interfering with my chest's ability to recover. However, I'm gonna do biceps, which does not impact my pressing ability. When you're young and when you're trying to figure out what fits your schedule, supersets are a great way to train that allow you to maximize your time in the gym, maximize your growth, and by the time I'm done with this set of curls, I can simply walk back over to my bench, do another set of dumbbells. I didn't have to sit around for a minute and a half while my body was in recovery mode. And I can simply drop back down and give you another set. Check out the free guide, lots of information in there. Now, the next goal other than nutrition is going to be, and these two go hand in hand, is going to be your training plan and how you have it set up. Now, when you're young, you're going to respond to training very well. The one thing you want to stay away from is injury. So I've given you guys a free guide, a beginner's guide to how to work out, how to eat, how to do all those things. It's a free download at prophysique.com. I'll put the link below. But the idea behind this is that it's just a great place to start. The most important journey we'll ever go through is the journey of discovering how our bodies work. And one thing that I've learned in the last 30 plus years in the gym is that the most progress I ever made was when I just went in the gym and tried to figure things out, figured what movements worked certain muscles. And now you guys have the advantage of the internet. I did not have this. I had to trust magazines, which was very hard to get information from because the sources were very limited. However, you guys almost get inundated with information. So my free guide is going to give you some basics to show you what it looks like to work out in a home gym just like this, or it also explains how to find a gym near you, get a good deal, and find a place to work out. Now, both of those things are 50-50 as far as equal of importance. But what really is going to change your body is consistency. Okay, that is my third tip. Consistency, because if you go in the gym and you break down some muscle and you eat well and you build that muscle back stronger and you repeat that process for a few weeks, you're going to start to notice some changes. But if you can continue that for months and years and decades, that muscle tissue is going to stick with you forever. I am a 47-year-old lifetime natural bodybuilder. This physique never leaves me. I am able to stay in this type of muscular shape at ease. Okay, now if I want to put on muscle, it is a challenge. If I want to take off body fat, sometimes that is a challenge. But overall, the body composition that I've developed has been because I've been so consistent. Now, I wasn't so consistent in my teen years. Played a lot of sports. In my 20 years, I did a lot of partying. But in my 30s, I actually did my first bodybuilding competition. And ever since 32, it was 15 years ago, I have rarely missed a workout session, missed a meal, and I've been very consistent. And that's really where the value has become. So if I was to go back to my teenage self, to my 13-year-old self, and think about what the future was going to hold, I didn't realize how passionate I was about actually working out. I thought I was passionate about sports. But a lot of times I would forsake doing things with my friends so that I could go to the gym. And eventually, my friends and I were the group that were going to the gym together on weeknights and on weekends when other people were out partying. And I realized that's the journey that really made me the happiest, okay? Your friends are going to stay your friends, especially if you find something that you're passionate and excited about. They're going to be on that journey with you. So understand that really consistency in these endeavors is what's going to change things. A lot of people get into the gym and they make a lot of progress for 2-3 months, and then they get sidetracked and they get bored of it and they never come back to it. But I promise you, if you're serious about it, your physique will change. And over time, you will find that you are the one that is answering questions in videos like this. So keep up the great work, my friend. Hopefully this helped you out. And I want you guys to use that free program to get started. All right, talk to you tomorrow.